Did my son crash the party? Not too bad. Fire.
Just we talk again. We've talked about confidence. Man, when they get it rolling, it's and what does that say for the way this group has kind of come together in these last 3 games?
That they've got it in them. You know, it's there, and to do it against a team that came out in the reveal earlier today is a very highly seeded and rightfully so 2 seed. That speaks the volumes that they're doing it at the big times and that they learn. They learn from tough losses to South Carolina, Vanderbilt, and Tennessee that don't judge what's going on the scoreboard, win or good or bad. And this group has really gotten to where, but when it gets going, it goes up another level. Their defense is better, their talk is better, their touch, just everything is better. So I hope they continue to have. We've got a lot of confidence in them as a staff. I hope they continue to have confidence in each other.
And I'll second just the 3. I mean, with Spencer Ramirez and Daniel, I mean, they had 65 tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, when they shoot it like that, I mean, you kind of said it. Does everything just kind of flow when things like that happen?
It does. Yeah, you know, it's and to do it against those 3 guards that they had to do it against, you know, we spent a lot of time talking about how good Cherry, Pointer, and Morris were, and in the scout, and for them to have that performance in this atmosphere, I think hopefully gives them confidence moving forward.
Players talked about Spencer's confidence. Has that been there from when she got here? When did you kind of see what she had going
on her official visit, or actually it was an unofficial visit? She was here for a football game. I want to say it was, you know, maybe the Auburn football game. I don't know. Just in everything she did, there was not anything that said this kid is a high school junior to me. She committed shortly after that, but from that point on, you knew she had the confidence. You didn't know if she could back it up or not. You know, none of us did. I'm not sure she did, but no, I take that back. She knew. She said it the other day. I went there to prove something, and you could see it. But the fact that she's backed it up against really, really good players, I think that's really, really hard to do. But she's fearless. She works at it. She prepares. And I think that's what, like, I made 2 mistakes on the scouting report. I had a typo and then an error, and she pointed them both out within about the first 30 seconds of getting the scouting report. So I'm glad that, you know, she chose to come here, and I'm glad that, she's continued to have that confidence. During she had that little freshman wall when she hits about that 350 minutes, but she fought through it.
Paul was talking about confidence. I want to ask about the poise. There was a turning point in the game where a situation could have got them flustered,
Yep.
and they turned around and hit back-to-back threes. So, I mean, what does that say about the poise of this team and where they are?
That goes back to that awareness. You know, I got a little bit riled up there and they said, "Coach, calm down. We got this." And I did. I calmed down. I got amped up a little too much. And they said, "Coach, we're good." So, you know, we've learned to trust these guys. And I think that, like you said, that poise to be able to say, "Coach, relax, we got it." It made me relax. And I think they played relaxed. The more relaxed I got, the more relaxed they got, and the better we got. I thought we continually – the final score, the last score in the fourth quarter, 31, we gave up 31 because we're down the stretch. But I felt like we, from that first tip all the way through, we were in control against a really, really good team.
And that's what I was going to allude to next. It's just the defensive side of the ball. I mean, at one point they were 0 for 11. They were hovering around 50% on the free throw line. So it seemed like they couldn't get anything going. And once they tried to creep in, a defensive stop would happen, a strip would come up, and Arkansas would extend the lead.
Tipped a lot of balls away. You know, to get 12 steals, that means your hands are active. And it's on the scouting report. We need deflections because they're big. We needed to deflect some of those balls so they didn't go directly in there. They were in a war. I thought Sasha, Aaron, and Riley and Aaron, did I say everybody? Sasha, Aaron, Jersey, Riley. Those 4 guarding those bigs worked together really well. You know, they were kind of in concert with each other. Did I get everybody that played in the Aaron, Jersey, Sasha, and Riley guarding their bigs. Got it. And And then I keep talking about them, but our scout team does such a good job. Having Merriam and Saylor to be able to simulate along with, with our managers and our white squad, they've gotten to where they've had a lot of pride in it. And, it's rewarding as a coach that we've started to play together like we have the last, 3 or 4 weeks.
Coach, this had to be one of the more, let's call it, physical games this year. Just how proud are you of the way that your girls handled it?
Yeah.
They didn't seem rattled at all.
No, they didn't, and we've had it. We've had that. The South Carolina in this game, that put them 1, 2, 3. You're probably right. This is one, and then take your pick between the other ones. But because we had been through that and we'd gotten it, there wasn't okay. This is the SEC. And I heard them say that to each other. We got a lot of young kids out there, first timers through this first SEC. Between Sam, Sasha, and Jersey, and Riley with their first, in-game minutes. For them to continue to learn and improve through January and now headed into February, I think it says that they're good kids. They've got their good support system at home. They're listening to the right people. We had a little talk about who we're listening to and who our others are, and they've done a really good job of talking to each other. I just negotiated it down to 100, and I negotiated it into 2 days of 50 because there is no chance I could do. I think Tyler is the only person, our strength and conditioning coach is the only one. And I'll be honest with you, I think 100 is letting me off easy because they did an unbelievable job on the stats that we call our push-up stats. They absolutely we got to keep getting that right because whatever we say that is, they lock into it. So – if I go from a double X to an X, y'all will know why.
Balky's clearly a great coach. He's 0-2 here the last 2 years. I saw her go around and talk to all of your coaches before the game. Is that kind of unusual? Or
no, not for her. She's so good for the game, and I think for our league coming into it, when we had the policy about no post-game handshakes, we were on a call, and she said, "What about pregame?" And they said, "Well, there's not one. There's not a rule about pregame." So she does it, and that speaks volumes of what she does for the game. Having her in our league just raises every thing up. She's gracious. She was complimentary, talking to our kids out in the hallway. I think Walton Arena is obviously a special place. There's a lot of people I hope in the future go 0-2 in here, but for her to be gracious like she is, I think it's something we all look at as coaches and hope we do when the time comes for us to be able to give back.